welcome back to my little thing on aspects of Mourn that I'm doing and ramping up to the release of Kirikuzel. And this is going to be a long series because we're going to be going over a lot. And Atlas Central being the core city, the capital city of the main aspect, is actually going to take a bit in itself because it's divided into districts, 7 of them, in fact. And the last thing is not really a district, but we'll get to that. And that'll be the last thing I cover in this. But today we're talking about the farm district. And it's. Let me just get to it because it's an interesting case. Sorry, I'm fighting an infection. Nothing I can do about coughing. I'm not going to try and edit anything out. It's the southern district of Atlas Central. It's here that the crops are farmed and shipped to the trade or market districts. And it's just crops. Yeah, it's corn, rice, apples, soy, mushroom, anything you say. It's huge. It's a large area, and it's year-round. Some things get farmed at specific seasons, some year-round. So, yeah, it's an ongoing thing, and it's here. It's not the only farms on the world. That would be kind of crazy, but it is one of the big resources, and they actually, the food created here actually is shipped to other aspects as well, and other aspects also have crops and whatnot, like Valissa the druid, who you've met by this point a little bit in Maple Jolt's little story. She actually has an apple orchard on her aspect, which is where her friends lives, and actually where Kira Kazal lives with her wife on that aspect. There's no animals aside from those living on these farms. That's right, you're probably sitting there going, oh, great. Geek's a vegetarian. I am a vegetarian, and this world has adapted a way of not using real meat. There's stuff that looks like it might come from animals, but those animals aren't real. Like the fish in the oceans, they have been manufactured to there's nothing there except for just something that looks like it is alive, but it is not alive. And we'll get into that when we get to the oceans and whatnot, but for now, no meat here. Any meat you see on the shelf in the trade or market district, that's actually fake meat. And there's no reason to think that there can't be a lifestyle like this. That it's been proven meat's not really necessary, as long as you're getting the right proteins and right vitamins. And with as much crops as there are here, yes, that comes about quite easily. Farmers here are basically vacation hosts, and that's because everybody that works on Mourn and is in an industry or something, they're there because they want to be. It's not for, I have to have this job. It's, I want this job. And there are dedicated people that work here. You also see herbologists. You'll see a lot. You'll see druids here, and what's crazy is there's never a shortage of people to come that want to come work on these farms, and it's usually because of vacation, and they're booked years in advance. So, and it's not some cult thing. It's just like the atmosphere. The atmosphere there is nice. It's all clean air. It's not compressed. You're out and amongst nature and helping do something for the rest of society. It's actually kind of cool. And the people there are chill and laid back doing the same thing as you, and there's no real pressure. It's just do what you can for the day, and then you're done. It's actually quite cool. I wanted to highlight this as one of the prime examples of kindness for kindness on Mourn because of how it is. And because there's a need to do it, people go there willingly and help out. I come from a long line of farmers myself, and it it's disturbing me that farmland keeps shrinking and shrinking and shrinking in the states. But that's the nature of things. Unfortunately, everything's becoming processed and whatnot. So I wanted to have a thing on Mourn where that changed. So cropland is not available for commercial use. There's no building on it. No, there's farms, of course, where you house things, but everything's picked naturally. Everything's done naturally. It's actually really quite cool. And yes, some of the adventures might take a little detour here, and I can't wait for you guys to experience that. And with that, I will see you guys in the near future, and thank you for listening.